Hello, GenRight Nation. I'm Tony Pellegrino here with our own Jeff Perkins, and this is Tech Talk. Tech Talk is something we do live every Wednesday at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on YouTube. And thank you for joining us. If you're joining us live, that's actually part of the fun because you get to ask questions. So if you do want to do that, just go ahead and type in a comment and we'd be happy to read it. This is one of my favorite things to do because we're here to talk about your favorite subject and mine, which is Jeeping, how to drive them, how to build them, you know, everything associated. So everything we're going to talk about is from our own personal experience, and it's substantial. We
have some experience
and lots of trail stuff, and tried different parts and all kinds of different things. Yeah, a lot. So we definitely can speak to a lot of different things. Anyways, why don't we go to the next slide where if you do want to ask a question or comment, just type it in, and Jennings will do her best to get to them all. Also, I want to remind everybody to subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss any of these. And if you want to go back and watch a previous Tech Talk, it's really easy. Just go to the live tab in YouTube, and that'll show you all the Tech Talks right there. All right, Jennings, who we got watching so far?
Two Feather Channel says, how can I get my very own Jeff?
It's a good question.
Sam Walker says hi. Craig Colbert says hi. Laura Coda's here. So hi, Tony and Jeff.
Oh, we'll see Craig next week.
Yeah.
Jeeper, is that Ginger? She says hi, Tony, Jeff, and Jennings. Looking forward to this.
And Sam, I sent you a message on Messenger. If you can take a look at that when you get a chance.
Patrick and Ari are watching. Hi, guys.
Nice.
They're looking forward to DesertFest in Sand Hollow. Are we there yet?
Yeah, I know.
Ed Gladden Jr. is watching. Stephen Waterman's watching. Jerry DeRimple, Mark Lawrence, Sean Flaherty,
wow.
D. Dunn, Cole Osmondson, John Koprova, One Teed Off, VB Tom, JC Cologne, Doug Frost, Kathy McCavis, Robert Lavoie, Jerome Balky, Joe Alice, Joe Martin, hello from Canada. We are still here.
Wow.
Keith Nieces says hi from Illinois. Always a great show. Have you installed your Baxter oil filter yet? Installing one on Friday.
I did. I did that as part of my maintenance that I just finished, thankfully, on Aftershock. I spent 4 solid days on it, and it's all done. It's actually outside for a change. Terremoto's the only one in here now, and I'm doing some small upgrades on that before we head to DesertFest this weekend. But I want to thank everybody. We appreciate everybody who watches this and who is a GenRight customer. I can't thank you guys enough.
Nick Repinich.
Nick Repinich is
Matt
there too.
McDonough,
Nice.
Shane Wolford, Kyle Ross, Stephen Draper, Keith Lyon,
Nice.
Albert Bartlett,
What's up,
Jeeper, Esteban Gonzalez, all kinds of people. Jeep TJ6, Tom Cantwell.
Well,
more and more.
I'm going to skip gears, and on a more somber note, I do want to mention that we did lose one of our own, a friend of mine, Ron Channels, this last weekend. He was out on an overland trip and experienced a pulmonary embolism. Unfortunately, they were not able to save him, and we're going to miss him greatly. He's been joining us on a lot of our trips lately, so please say a prayer for Marcy and his family. I'd really appreciate that.
Rest in peace, Ron.
Rest in peace, buddy.
Jennings Cage, is it done?
Okay, hang on. You guys are like
that was
jumping
a question.
way ahead, man.
Not from me.
Okay, today's show, we have a bunch of good stuff for everybody. And I want to mention, go to the next slide.
Oh, that's me.
Which is, did you miss this video that we posted? The top 5 spares. I'm specifically mentioning this right now because we're about to go to an event for a week, and everybody's going to need the spares that we talked about.
Yeah, you should make sure you watch this and then go online and order all the spares.
Or at least check your bag and make sure you got them. So.
Oh, we have Mike in says, hello, Tech Talk from Illinois, on the road to S'more.
Oh,
Wish
nice.
I was going
Cool.
there.
Nice. Yeah.
Tom
All right.
Cantwell says, how cool is it to be a made in America company with all this drama over tariffs?
Actually,
Good
I
point.
am just chuckling, to be quite honest, because no more of that extreme
Guess whose
terrain
prices
junk.
aren't going up?
That's right. That's right. Finally, the rest of those jokers will have to catch up to us.
Yep.
So we've been at a disadvantage all this time. Okay.
Yes,
Let's
it's
go to
Ginger.
the next
Hi,
slide.
Ginger. Carry a spare
Which should be our
everything.
featured products. Okay.
Just
So
carry
hang
a
on
spare
in
Jeep.
this before we go to the next slide. I did want to mention to everybody that we've just come up with cut templates for our corner guards. So those are now available. We've also just gotten in a larger tire carrier isolator, which is that black thing that goes in the center for all the 8-lug guys. I guess our other one was just barely enough and it would pop through.
Yeah.
So now we've got a larger one for the 8-lug customers that go in our tire carriers. I also want to remind everybody the Mickey Thompson sale is still going on till the end of this month. So if you need some tires, they've got an online rebate, which is cool. Then the next slide.
Kyle Ross says, I broke more stuff in one weekend at S'more than 6 years of Jeeping everywhere else.
It'll do
Well,
that.
it will-
can be as
it
tough
will
as you
do
want to
that.
make it there.
Yeah, if you're willing to go for it. Okay, tonight's flash sale, which I'm going to explain in a second, is free shipping on all JK and JL, which also applies to JT, bumpers in our entire line. So all the different models, everything, free shipping for those products. This will be good through Sunday. So if you're watching this after the live, you can still order online. It'll be good through Sunday. And there is no code required on this one.
So you just go to the site and order?
and
Nice. That's pretty
it'll
big
take
savings,
whatever
especially if
that
you start
is.
getting bumpers with our hoops on it.
That's right, because those are big.
Very substantial.
Yes. So,
Troy Merritt says, hello.
And they're in stock, so
Yeah.
it'll ship quick.
and if for some reason it doesn't work, just call into Jeff and Andrew or Keith. They know that we're doing this. So
Jeep TJ has a quick
If they're
question.
watching, they know.
yeah, if they're watching, they know.
Just updated to factory JL wheels on my TJ. The spare wheel won't fit on my GenRight carrier. I tried spinning the wheel backwards, but the rubber cone won't fit through the hole. What should I do?
Okay, so in that case, you don't have to run. That's what we're talking about is that rubber isolator. You can omit that and just run the big washer and tighten it up. So the whole idea behind our tire carrier is it's got to go on there and push up against the carrier cage. We've talked about that at length, and you will, with a stock wheel, have to run that backwards, right? So the inside would be facing out in order for it to do that.
Yep.
But otherwise, if you're going to stick with that wheel for a while, you could cut that isolator down or come up with something else that's rubber just to keep the metal from the good side of your wheel. So just get a little creative on that and you'll be fine. All right.
Next.
Next.
What else
So this actually is just a picture of the front and rear. And obviously you can buy these separately. I just had a convenient picture to show front
Yeah.
and rear.
So
But
wait, is it just the front bumper flash sale or front and rear flash sale?
front or rear,
Oh, okay.
all
Or
models.
both.
So all the different bar styles.
Nice.
Yeah, and this is for JK and JL. And of course, what would apply to the JTs as well. So, all right.
Next.
Next.
It's the Armadillo.
Oh, the Armadillo.
Right there.
So the Armadillo over here, hon, on the table. This is a builder's kit. And the reason it's a builder's kit is because you want to put this together on your axle. So what you do is you would, a little bit more than tack it together and then pull it off and finish weld it. This is on the newest Jeep that I'm test driving right now. This customer elected to put them on front and rear. It will fit front or rear Curry axles. But this is, you spend a lot of money for your axles, and this is excellent protection. These are 4130 chromoly. They are tough as nails. And boy, if that's what you're looking for,
And even if you do trash it, you'd rather trash that than your pinion.
that's right.
So
that's right.
It's
So
well worth it.
It's well worth it. It's a good thing. Obviously, all the holes are there to lighten it up a little bit and let any water out.
Because a lot of people don't realize that the more you scrape the bottom of your diff, it just gets thinner and thinner.
That's right.
Remember
it's
my
just,
old
it's just cast iron wearing
Yeah,
through.
my old 60, I couldn't even get sealant on
Yeah,
it. That
yeah.
It got so thin.
Yeah,
That's
crazy.
another advantage of the Curry, how it's tilted.
That's right. And it's a little thicker there. A lot of the aftermarket axles
Yeah.
are thicker there.
Wayne Kinchy says, I rewatched the spare video today and took notes. Great video.
Excellent.
Nice.
Good. Glad to hear it. The other thing I don't have a slide for is the new rocker extensions.
Oh, yeah.
So if you've got a regular rocker or our mini boat side rocker and you've done our TJ to LJ extension or you're just stretching your Jeep and your rockers that you had on are not long enough now we sell a 24-inch piece that you can cut in half or cut in pieces, whatever you need to do to fit it on your Jeep. Comes with extra hardware so you can bolt it all together. Mm-hmm. It's already on our website. You can check it out. It's under new products. And we have both styles. So cool little upgrade. I think they're under $60.
Laura
So
Coda
pretty
asked,
affordable.
only for Currys, would it fit a Dynatrack?
This is only for the Curry. Yeah, we haven't come up with anything for the Dynatrack, but not that we couldn't.
Albert Gutierrez and Michael Costin and Bob Becker say hi.
Oh, nice. Nice. Okay.
What else
we got? Oh, the
Cage.
new JK cage. So our V2 of the JK cage, the guys are packaging those right now. And so those will be shipping. If you've got an order in, they'll be shipping. Or if you've been waiting to put an order in, now's the time because these will be shipping. Now, I will mention, just before we came on the show, Shane said we have two of V1, the old version of the cage. So if you're looking for a little bit of a deal, the old cages are $500 cheaper. Hey, $500
And they're still great.
That's more than what the shipping costs. So,
Yeah.
and obviously, it's a proven cage.
Yeah.
So,
Times. Too many times.
Yeah. From customers, not necessarily us, but
Yeah.
from customers. But we have two left. So go online on the website and you can just order them up.
Yeah.
And that'll be good.
And Jennings' kid just went to powder coat today, right?
Yeah.
This is actually a picture of Jennings' cage.
What color did you go with?
Red.
Red,
Okay, nice.
Like
It is
the
a bright
wheels.
red too, man.
Ooh.
She won't even be able to see out
I'm
the
so
windshield.
excited.
Yeah.
Good. All right, what else we got?
Come on. Oh,
Okay.
wheeling.
We're getting
gonna
into
talk
Sand
about-
Hollow, which is our
Okay.
next big trip.
Yeah, so if this looks good to you, then you better be signed up for our Sand Hollow. We're calling it a rally, right? Our get together.
Just
our
wheeling with us at
wheeling,
Sand
that's
Hollow.
right. Click through. There's a few different pictures here showing the Sand Hollow
Old
terrain.
school aftershock.
Yeah, that's really old school.
James. Oh yeah, don't forget your flags if you're coming.
Yeah, I brought flags.
Oh,
I
nice.
found a bunch of our GenRight flags, so everybody comes. and
Because
get
I
a
ran
picture.
mine over, putting mine in the
Oh,
trailer last time.
geez.
So
Here's
there's
Andrew
Paydirt.
all flexed out.
He finally has his Jeep back up and running.
All
He's excited to
right.
come to Sand Hollow.
Yeah.
He'll be there.
It's gonna be good.
And at Sand Hollow on the Tuesday, we're supporting our ambassador there, Ernie. He's hosting a GenRight night that Tuesday up by the water tank. So everybody's encouraged to come. It should be a good time.
Should be good.
We will have a lot of GenRight Jeeps there to check
Great.
out.
You know, and this is the ideal for this is that even if you're not there to wheel, or you know your schedule doesn't permit, you're working, whatever
Yeah.
the deal is, you can come hang out with us, talk Jeeps, and at least get to rub shoulders and
Yeah, and just hang out.
bench
It's a
race
good
little
time.
bit. Yeah.
Bunch of Jeepers getting together is never a bad time. What else we got?
All right.
Everybody should have been sent this that did register. This is our trail schedule. We do have a lot of Jeeps, a lot of different capabilities. So we're running a mild and wild trails, which will alternate leading you. So the mild trails, if you have 35s, you should be fine. Some of them are a little tougher, but we can get you through. Whether we hook a winch or we just some good driving.
Yep.
But, and then obviously the wild group, that's the fun one. I don't know, there's a lot of cool trails
We
that
got
we're
some
looking
good
forward to.
trails in there. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then on Tuesday we're doing the same trail. So we'll have the extreme wild group go first, then we'll follow with the mild group, and
Nice.
you'll kind of get to see the super built vehicles in action. And
Yeah,
it should
and
be a
these are
good
the
day.
morning runs, right?
These are the morning runs, so we'll kind of reconvene after the morning runs, make sure, because, some morning runs turn into a very
Full
late
day.
afternoon run,
exactly.
depending what happens. So we'll kind of reconvene and decide what we want to do in the afternoon and kind of go from there.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. The idea is to get back, and then whoever's still up for going for another run,
Yeah.
we can run back out.
Or do-
Since now it's staying light longer.
Yeah, and it's just hard to schedule an afternoon run.
I know.
'cause we've been on the trail getting people off till like dark.
Yeah.
So
So we'll see.
it would be touch and go. But
Yeah.
the plan is to get back, take about an hour and a half for lunch, and then go out again. So if everything goes to plan, we'll kind of talk about that, what trail we want to do while we're on the trail, and kind of go from there.
Yep.
Jerome asked, is anyone going to still be in town for See Me 4x4 night this month?
Yeah, Shane.
Plenty of people.
Shane,
Jamie.
Joey, Alfie.
Oh, no, Jamie's come with us. Yeah,
Yeah.
There'll be several people.
There'll be
yeah.
people there.
Lots of people will be here.
Yeah.
Jordan, Arnold.
Okay, and then again, if you got the email, this would have been in there as well.
Yep.
Can you zoom in on that?
Yeah, Laura says she could have come in her jail you for some mild action.
Yeah, there
There's
you go.
still time.
There's still time,
If she
Laura.
gets on the road
Come
by
on.
Yeah.
soon.
Come on, Laura, you won't do it. So every morning we're going to meet at 9 a.m. by the water tanks. If you make a left out of the park and just keep going, you'll run into them.
Yeah, you don't even need to enter the park.
Yeah.
We used to meet down there on the beach. We're not doing that anymore.
Where are the water tanks?
Right there.
So, okay,
Right
the
there?
Highway 7, if you go under the highway and just keep going straight, it'll take you right there.
Oh,
Yep.
they there. Okay.
Yeah, you can't miss it. Can't miss it.
Gotcha.
All right. And then a lot of people, if they rent, Airbnbs are over here. I'm going to be at Jellystone. A bunch of us are going to be over at Jellystone, which is that water park that's halfway between the gas station and here.
Yep.
So, all right.
All right.
Cool. What
Any
else we got?
questions on our trip? Or
Jerry DeRimble, I thought I was signed up for Sand Hollow, but didn't get the email coming in Monday.
Text me tomorrow, Jerry. I'll send you the stuff, but I didn't see your name on the registration list. Yeah. And then, wait, do we have another slide?
I don't know.
For
Take a
this
look.
event? All right.
Jeep,
No, we're not ready.
Jeep TJ says I had to DIY extend my boat sides when I did my TJ.
Yes.
I did that many years ago,
Yes.
too. This kit,
That's why we came out with it.
this
'Cause-
kit may be, some would say, overdue.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Jerome says, Tony, what happened to JT step sliders? My father-in-law traded his Bronco Sport for a Gladiator Rubicon.
Oh, we just weren't having much call for them, right?
No.
Not that they couldn't come back.
We would need some
Orders.
orders.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I would like to bring them back.
But just the JTs is slow.
Yeah, so I think what happened was originally when people bought the JTs, I think we were a little bit ahead of it. We had good inventory on those, and they weren't really selling. But now the people that have JTs are finally ready to outfit them for real, not
Yep.
with some poser step, but actual
Poser
rockers.
steps.
Yeah, none of those poser steps.
Tommy at Sergeant Jeep just brought up a great point.
Okay.
If you are going to Easter Jeep Safari in Moab, he will be there. You can look him up on social media, SGT Jeep. He will be there with an awesome, fresh powder coated Gen 2 JKU cage.
That's right. And Jennings will have hers at our event with her
nice.
new cage in it. So we'll have one at our event and one there.
Yep. So make sure to follow GenRight and Sergeant Jeep on Instagram, and he'll let me know where he's going to be. He's going to go out to dinner a few nights, be in town, so people can come check out that cage.
It looks good.
Looks
really
awesome.
good. Beautiful color.
And if you are coming to this event, we are doing two things. Monday at Jellystone Park, we're going to do like a potluck dinner. We're going to grill chicken at Tony's RV. So I just sent out an email about that. So reply to that. Let me know what you can contribute if you're coming, how many people are coming with you. And then we're going to do the same thing with burgers on Friday night at one of our friend Ted's RV.
Yep.
And kind of the same deal. So RSVP to both so we kind of get a good head count.
Yeah.
And that should be a good time.
And it'll whenever we get together like that, it's always fun. And
Yep.
yeah, hopefully people don't drink too much and are a little.
I was going to say, sometimes the morning comes pretty quick at those events, but it's all part of it.
That's right.
Couple questions.
You got to dig deep. Yeah.
Well, Clay Childress said, I didn't get an email, but I'd like to join you.
Oh, heck
Okay,
yeah.
shoot me an email, jeff@genright.com, and I'll...
Adventures of Jeep Her Addict asked, will you all be there till Easter as well, or are you heading out before? Trying to get off work and get in on Friday afternoon.
Yeah, Friday. Well, we're wheeling Friday, we're wheeling Saturday, and then Sunday morning's pretty
Drive
much a
home.
load up and go home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm probably waiting after the
So,
trail
yeah.
run on Saturday to get
So,
back. So.
yeah, till Easter Sunday, right?
Yeah.
P. Flores asked, 2017 JKUR, could you speak about oil burning issues when Jeep is at extreme angles from oil diverted to the PCV system? Do aftermarket solutions work?
Terraflex had one, right? Isn't that who?
I don't remember.
Let me look.
TJ guy, I never had to deal with that.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like
it's a pain.
Steve Vance would know after the smoke show he gave us.
Oh, EJS?
EJS
Oh, that was
a
terrible.
couple years ago. Is the Grey Wolf going to be at Sand Hollow?
It's a firm maybe.
Hard maybe.
I'm still waiting to get my axles back, our axle back from Curry, since we took all the internals of that, put in the race car during KOH. And then we had a hard time finding the exact parts we wanted for the race axle. So if I don't get my axle back, I'll either be in Tuxedo or Grey Wolf.
Catch can. Yes, Terraflex has one.
That's it. Yeah. That's
Chuck
the one.
Williams asked, as I'm not really a people person, approximately how many people or Jeep show up to run the trails with you?
We should have about...
Well, it's interesting because people come, not everybody's there for the whole time. So we have, it kind of builds through the week, but
Like 5 to 15 or so?
I was
Yeah.
15, 20 per trail run.
yeah, I would say
It's not crazy.
not crazy.
But this time's good because we do have mild and wild. So
And the wild group is a faster group, so
it's faster, and we're not gonna yank a Jeep on 35s through.
yeah.
Like,
And we're not
the
leaving
falling.
anybody either. I know
No.
that we're known for being faster, but we wait for everybody. So
We do.
yeah,
No.
all right.
Keep up or go back to camp runs at Hammers are a little different.
That's different, and I do one of those at High Desert Roundup, which we're going to talk about.
Oh,
in a
really?
minute. Yeah, yeah. So that's a
My Jeep's
yeah.
always on fire before I
that's
get
a
that at
see
HDR.
if you can keep up.
Tyler
run with
Lawson
Tony.
says hi, and he just got some Rubicon axles for his Jeep.
Nice.
Hi, Tyler.
Some of the afternoon runs turn into those.
Ari says
They do.
everyone I know is building JTs these days.
Ah, yeah.
Really?
Well, that's a long
Oh,
wheelbase.
I missed one. Stephen Draper asked, is there a difference in the trail rating system in Sand Hollow versus Moab? I noticed the rating numbers in Sand Hollow go past 9.
Yes. Okay, so anything 10 plus is buggy. So, and they go all the way up to 15, and I think 15 is like, hasn't been done yet.
Yeah, and then every time somebody does it, it goes down.
Down, yeah.
And then I think every time Andrew could touch on this a
Yeah,
little more. But
yeah.
I think every
But
time
I would tell you this: if you're in a Jeep and you're doing a 9, you're going to be lucky to make it without any damage.
Yeah.
That's all I would say. You know, and I'm talking breakage or body damage would be my
yeah, on the
comment.
9s or 10s, you've just got to know you might be getting in the door.
And you better have an Atlas. Like you need everything. Your Jeep better be built because you're going to be doing front digs, rear digs. Like it's going to take everything you got to get through.
Yeah, and your limo and a little TJ just...
Yeah, well, but then they're more wheeling machine
then
on
you
the
just
climbs.
pray on
Yeah.
some of the inclines with a little momentum. Not saying it's a foolproof plan.
Right. So, you know, I'll warn you, a lot of the videos you see of people out there, they're all running stickies. Like, it reminds me of the old guy at Potato Salad that sits over at Potato Salad. He's on stickies with water in the tires. Like, so you got to remember, some of those people on their home turf, they're cheating.
Oh, they know the lines.
Yeah.
And that guy at Moab even... I think he's a local, right?
He is a
and he
local.
even trailers his Jeep there because he can't drive around the road with water.
Yeah. So
Have you ever tried the water trick?
I have not.
I tried it with my Treps one
Yeah?
time back in Missouri. It helped a lot, but like even just going 10 miles an hour to the trail, you're
It's
like,
like-
why did I do this?
Yeah.
Two Feather Channel asked, so no Broncos at Sand Hollow?
I wouldn't say that.
They're
you know?
there.
They're welcome.
Yeah.
You can do anything you want to
I mean,
your
if
vehicle.
you're gutsy enough to hang with the Jeeps, like, bring it.
Yeah, show us
Yeah.
what's up.
Yeah.
Randy Hemme says, was looking to ride in Grey Wolf, looking to do the same to my JKUR.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Well, I'll get it right sometime.
Yeah, well, and yours is going to be close to Grey Wolf. So we're going to put Jennings' Jeep, now that we got the cage done, we're going to put the stage 1 in that.
Then
Also,
I'll bring it
so
everywhere
and she'll
and give
have-
rides.
Yeah.
That
Oh, yeah.
sounds fun.
Great.
Oh boy. Get the waiver ready.
Make sure you buckle up. Buckle up. Ari says, yeah, the Broncos will do anything the Jeep can do.
Those V notches are really hard on the Bronco steering. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. We got any
Oh,
more
an
songs?
older Bronco he was talking about.
Oh, older. Oh, yeah. Bring that
74
stuff. Yeah.
Bronco.
I mean, we have people that show up in buggies and stuff. It's just, you know, sometimes the buggy people want to wheel with buggy people. Sometimes they don't care. They want to wheel
wanna
with Jeep
go out
people.
there, so, yeah.
They're just looking for something to go
Shaka
with, so.
JKU. Hey, it's Mr. Jeff Perkins. Good seeing you.
Hey, is that Steve-O?
Steve-O.
Nice.
Big fan of Steve-O.
Okay, so let's talk about, we're talking about Sand Hollow right now.
Wait, one more question.
Okay.
Stephen Waterman, if a couple guys or gals did not sign up with GenRight runs, will they still be able to tag along if there was only a couple extras?
Yeah, we could make room for a couple.
We're not going to
extras.
make anyone go home, Steve.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Pretty
but
nice.
obviously we're trying to get a head count, and it helps
Yeah.
us do some planning. So, if you know you're coming for sure, email Jeff so that we know, because we're also trying to figure out what size tires people have and what runs to put them on. So, if you could help us a little bit with that, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not really planning on putting people in runs. There's going to be 2 lines. If somebody on
35
35 says they want
try
to
and hang.
tackle Twister or chain reaction, then
Yeah.
Matt McDonough says on the Curry axles from GenRight, could they be ordered with the brackets for the final elite stage so they could be bolted in?
They can, but it will be an extra charge. Yes.
half hours. But yeah, we do that quite a bit.
We do a lot. Actually, that takes a lot of the work, probably half the work out of it.
It does.
Putting the kit on.
And all the welds are clean. They're
Yeah.
right where they need to be.
Yeah, they're strong. They're good.
Good
You know,
question.
when you're worried about whether that's going to stay on or not,
It's staying on.
Because the cross members are pre-welded, right? So then it's only up to you to just put them in.
Yep.
So between those two things, man, that'll accelerate the ability to put the kit on.
For sure. You do have to be a little patient, though, because we do have builds going on, and who does all our builds here, is the one who welds the
That's
axle
right.
stuff on.
That's
so.
right. So it gets scheduled in.
But in my opinion, it's definitely worth it.
Definitely worth it.
And D done us for Tokerville, is that the easy way or up Rattlesnake Gulch?
Well, you'll have the option to go either way, but we will be going Rattlesnake. Yeah,
Yeah.
there and back. So. What else?
Laura says, okay, Jeff, put me down for Twister in the jail you on 35s.
All right. You show up. We'll get you through.
All right, Dr. Laura, you're in.
We'll hook up as many winches to pull
Or
the
a
Jeep,
strap or whatever. we
whatever
gotta
it
do,
takes
yeah.
to
I'll
get that
take
thing
pictures,
through without
Laura.
body damage.
I would definitely pull the top and doors down there at the trailer.
Hey, it's possible. We got that stock 392 through Hammers that one year
That's
without a
right.
scratch
On
on
resolution.
it. So,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
so we
Wow.
could do it.
So the bottom side saw a little action.
A little depreciation.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Whatever.
Right
Okay. We'll still field questions on Sad Hollow, but I'm going to move on to Big Bear. Big Bear is a day run. The 26th is a Saturday. We're starting to have everybody gather at 9:30 with a drive away at 10 o'clock. That should give everybody who's just driving up for the day time to get up there. We're going to run the trifecta of trails out there. And then you can go home, you could stay. We're going to get a hotel after and stay and go to dinner and the bar and kind of hang out in town.
Yep.
Big Bear's a fun little town if you've never been there at night. So that's going to be a great run. It will accommodate everybody on, I mean, even stock tires, you can get through that stuff. So, and you could just hang with us as long as you want and bail out after. We're going to do 3 trails. So if you've had enough after the first one, you can bop out, or the second one, or do them all. So we're happy to help everybody. This will not be a speed run. This will be, we're there to get newer Jeep people excited about Jeeping. I will have Aftershock there. I'm pretty sure we'll have one of the stage ones there. So
no Jeep Beach this year.
no Jeep Beach.
Nope.
No.
And what are the dates of the Real Hammers experience are not right? Is
They're
that right?
not right. That is not for the public. Either you signed up or you didn't.
Correct.
That's what
Yeah,
that
it's not
is.
really like a spectator. We're
It's
not
not a
taking people
spectator
out
thing.
wheeling.
No.
We're,
No, you're participating or you're not.
yep.
And that requires that you can still sign up for it, but you're era committing.
Yep.
Is the deal. Okay. The Parker trip. This is actually, we're doing this for Andrew's birthday, to celebrate Andrew Harris's birthday. We love it out there. We haven't been in a few years, and this is where he wanted to go. So I can't remember the park we're all camping at.
I don't remember.
But if you're interested, if you hit the sign up, it'll email Andrew, and he can give you the details of that. So that's a 3 or 4 day trip. I think it's a 4 day.
I think it's four banger.
Yeah. So that's fun. And then High Desert Roundup. Okay. If you live in the California or the neighboring states, and this is not on your radar, shame on you. This is a great event. High Desert Roundup is, I can't even remember, this is like the 50th or something. It's a lot. They've been running for a lot of years. It is one of the few events that any level of vehicle can come. There's trails for all different levels. It is family friendly. Camping is free if you sign up for the event. It's a Cal 4-wheel event. This is not a GenRight event. This is a Cal 4-wheel event. So the funds go toward keeping our trails open, which if you're not concerned about, you should be, because we're constantly under attack. So helping to support Cal 4-wheel, Corva, Blue Ribbon, any of those associations, you should be doing their events, because the money's going toward the legal battle. This one runs trails every day. We try to do 2 trails a day. In addition to that, we have a cornhole tournament. We do a campfire. There's music. Like, it's just fun. We welcome everybody. If you're coming yourself and you're camping, you're welcome to camp with us in our camp area.
Yep.
Not in my tent or in my RV, but with us. This is a big open area. It's super easy to get to. It's literally, a football field off the highway. You're camping behind the /X Cafe, which is a restaurant bar. So
awesome place.
You can go over there. It's caters to off-roaders. It's
Live
absolutely
music.
great. Yep, music. They have live music there, and they also host a giant raffle. So that's good. And what I haven't mentioned is on Sunday they do Jeep games. So I know this may sound odd, but it is the only event I've ever been to in the entire nation that has games as part of the event. Yeah. That is unique to this event.
That's my favorite one because
So
of the games.
they're driving games. Some are crawling, some are fast, some are you're
Teeter-totter?
You're getting some are a teeter-totter, some you're trying to poke a potato with a stick, some you're trying to balance a ball on the hood while you drive through the course. There's all kinds of stuff. They have a articulation ramp. They got all kinds of stuff.
kids games,
I've never
too.
seen any of the games besides the one we host.
Yeah. So we host the wet lap,
That's
is
the
what it's
best
called.
game.
The passenger holds a bowl with a specified amount of water, and you are timed as you go around the course. And when you come back, you're measured on your time and how much water you have left. And it is challenging, to say the least.
It's fun.
And it is fun because it's usually warm. So getting wet doesn't really matter. You'll be dry in about 10 minutes.
Yep.
This event, if you're bored here, it's your own fault. Like, it is absolutely fun. We are going nonstop.
It's fun.
And we even lead a night run one night. So
Yep.
Yeah, to In and Out, hopefully.
yeah. So yeah, well, if you're following us, you're going to In and Out.
Yeah.
Did
Otherwise, you're
Andrew
just on
put
the
in
run.
a new engine?
He did.
Yep.
That's why he's now going to the next few events.
Yep. And he is
So,
pumped.
He
We're
is
all pumped for him.
Yes, he's
Matt
been driving it
McDonough asked, how's the Stage 1 JK doing? Did the videos get posted?
Well, okay, so we haven't. We. I know you guys hear me say this all the time, that we're busy, right? We are extremely busy. I can't even begin to tell you. Okay, every waking moment I am here, every weekend, everything. This weekend I worked almost 30 hours here, just this weekend, because we don't have enough time. We're just spread thin, and we're doing everything we can.
Yeah.
So no, I haven't had a chance to get that out and test the new Bilstein
Yeah.
shocks. It is on my short list. Now we're leaving for
Yeah.
DesertFest in San
Keep in
Hollow.
mind, we are just kind of getting into our wheeling season.
Yeah.
So it'll be out there. We'll get content of it and let
Yeah.
you know. But Shane's been driving on the road almost every day.
Yeah, yeah.
He
And
loves how it
I
drives
have
and
a
handles.
brand new steering pump I need to put in. That's part of
Yeah.
what I wanted to do before we take it out. So,
What engine did Andrew put in?
Stock 4.0.
yep. Yep. he
And
was
most
able to get
importantly, it runs.
it. Yeah.
Tyler Hagen asks, is there any local Jeep nights in the Washington area, and is there an ambassador for Washington?
Not yet. So if you got some GenRight parts and you want to be one, reach out to me.
Jeff's our ambassador coordinator. He's the guy.
Oh, Derek Wall says, I have a camp spot for the April 12th through 15th at Sand Hollow West Side Campground if someone needs it. My transmission is out of the Jeep at the shop getting fixed, so I can't make it.
Oh, okay. So then that's
That's
good
cool.
to know.
Yeah,
but
thanks.
obviously, if you're watching or listening, please PM him.
Yeah.
And,
that's tough to do on YouTube, though.
Is
So,
it?
Derek, maybe post that under the event page for this trip. Under
Oh, yeah, go to
the
this.
GenRight Facebook
Yeah.
event and post that, and I'm sure somebody will reach out to you.
Oh, Ari asked about Sand Hollow. Is the water depth on Rattlesnake Gulch a concern this time of year?
I don't know, actually.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah. It's not for me. I'm on 42s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't
Caught
lose
up.
on 42s. All right. What do we got next? Was there more
There's
behind
more.
this?
But
Was
wait,
there more?
guys, there's more.
Oh, Robert Lavoie
Oh, no. Okay,
says
so
he's
go back
coming.
because we missed one trip. What's that?
Robert Lavoie says he's coming.
Okay, good. Good. I know he actually emailed me, and that sparked Jeff and I to work on getting back to everybody more.
Yeah.
He was one of the guys. Okay, so the last, by the way, this is one view on our website of a bunch of events.
scrolling.
This goes all the way through the end of the year. So I just took this snapshot to talk about the most upcoming ones. Mid-June, 19th through 22nd, we are hosting a Central California overlanding trip. This is going to start on the beach at Pismo. We are going to wheel the sand dunes. It's going to be super fun. We're camping right there.
Yeah.
So if you're coming, you need to get signed up. Let me know so you can make a reservation because that requires a reservation to camp.
Yeah.
The next morning, we're going over to Rugged Radios to tour their facility. Super cool facility. And then we are going to head out over to the high mountain area. It's going to be super fun, wheeling and camping.
Yeah, I'm not an overland guy, but it sounds like an awesome trip.
Should be. So
Jerry, did you talk about Desert Fest this weekend yet?
we did briefly. I'm going. Andrew's going. Jennings is going because she's actually driving one of the new 392s we just finished out there so that I can rip it around in the desert for the customer. So, shame.
Nice service that he
Yeah.
offers.
Do you guys feel bad for me? I gotta drive the 392s.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
JV 1968 says, I
okay.
don't think Mickey Thompson makes 38-inch tires. If not, can you tell them to make some?
I thought they did. I thought they had certain models in 38s.
I'm not 100% sure, but I do know that most 38s kind of measure to the same
Yeah.
height as the
37, yes,
and Mickey
yes.
Thompson is always pretty true to size.
Yeah.
So I'd be curious on the actual height of their 37 versus like a Falcon 38.
Right. So, yeah, don't always believe the size that it said on the tire.
Yeah.
I see 41s that are actually 40s. I mean, they're all over the place.
and
Or
Mickey-
40s that are 39s.
Yeah, and Mickey Thompson does a great job of
Keeping
Keeping
true
pretty
size.
true to size.
Yeah.
Bobby Cleveland says, Jeff, I'm going to be reaching out to you about an Oklahoma ambassador. Rockhound is all GenRight.
Good.
nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We need
yeah,
that.
for sure. In areas we don't already have ambassadors, man, we want people to be hosting GenRight nights. By the way, each of those GenRight nights has a sign up for a free set of Mickey Thompson tires that we draw at the end of the year on our Christmas show. on our
Tom
Christmas
Cantwell
stuff.
just said, I have Baja Pro XS at 38-inch.
There you go.
you
See?
go.
So
And to win the set of free Mickey Thompson tires, if you do come to the GenRight night at Sand Hollow, you'll have a chance to scan that QR code and be registered to win.
yep, for sure.
And Tyler asks, is there a certain number of parts you look for the ambassador program? Just enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm, some GenRight parts.
Some parts.
Just give me a call and we'll kind of go over the checklist.
Mainly it's that you don't have our competitor parts on there.
Yeah.
We don't want mix and match. So, yeah. Okay, back to Desert Fest this weekend. This is a fundraiser for the Oceano Dunes. That one, unfortunately, is also constantly under attack. They did just win a major thing to keep it open, so that's great.
So what is Desert Fest? Like, if somebody going there, what can they expect?
Well, I just printed out the thing, and I meant to bring it over here to talk about it. But a lot of it is wheeling, a lot of it is social. It's not exclusive to Jeeps. It's going to be buggies. It's going to be pre-runners, trophy trucks.
Cool.
It's
Sand
going to be
cars,
cool.
everything.
Yeah, and it's all over at Lasertown, which
is
most people
cool
don't get to go there. Yes.
Yeah.
So they've got their own lake. They got all kinds of. There was hammocks that we didn't even get to sit in last time.
I know. We didn't
Remember
even
all those
try
different
it.
levels of hammocks?
Yeah.
Didn't even get to sit in the hammocks, huh?
No.
Unbelievable.
We were at KOH, man. We were busy.
No. See, I kind of associate Hammertown with every time we go there because we need something.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
Yeah, we needed to borrow a welder.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. So, I will be bringing my welder to both Desert Fest and to Sand Hollow for sure. Because my belief is if we have it,
We don't need it.
that we don't need it. That's
Although I think every trip we've brought it, I've been welding on somebody's Jeep.
right. Yeah.
So I think last time was
Laura.
Laura, and then the last time a turkey run was me.
Oh, yeah?
And then I remember it being brought out on Terremoto briefly.
It might have been. Yeah. Yeah, I think we were trying to hold some stuff together.
I think we were trying to get a bolt out.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I think something got ovaled and we were trying to fill that in too.
Oh, yes, it did.
So,
Daniel Partita has a question. Would you shy away from building budget junkyard axles rather than buying, knowing you can pick up 14 bolt parts at your local parts store, etc.?
I'll let Jeff answer this one.
I mean, if you build it to be comparable to say a Curry 70, in the long run you're not going to save that much money. And the parts you pick up from your local auto store, they're not going to be chromoly axles. They're not. They're just not made with the best of parts. So, in my opinion, it's well worth it just to get the Curry or race spec axle or a true aftermarket crate axle. That's everything on it is specifically there for a reason.
Yeah, and all the bearing sizes are upgraded. All the the pinion shaft is upgraded. They're huge.
Then you shouldn't need as many parts, right?
That's right.
And with that said, there's still bearings off of something. So you're still going to be able to take the part number, go to your local auto parts store, and get that bearing.
That's right.
So it's not like it's a race axle. Everything's completely special spec.
Right.
They're still parts. They're just bigger, and you'll be able to pick those up at your auto parts store anyway.
Yeah, and even things like the seals, they're spec'd off something.
Yeah,
Yes.
like ours keeps them in stock.
Yeah.
Not just for us.
Yeah, yeah.
The Owl's Nest
Well, one more
garage.
thing. The other thing not to forget is a 14 bolt is the lowest of low pinions, and a Curry is the high end of high pinion.
Yeah.
So that's a huge. You're talking about 6-inch difference in the drive shaft height. So
And you will hit it.
on the low. Yeah.
The Owl's Nest says, ordered your fuel pump access panel, did an informal opening on my site. Very
Nice.
impressed with the quality control, stoutness, and finish. Thanks.
Nice.
Yeah, you're welcome. That was another product like the rocker extensions that took me forever to come out with, but I'm super happy with how it turned out.
The fuel for the T. Remember, I think I had the first
You did.
one installed.
You
He
did.
sent it to me in Missouri. It still had the steel cover because it was a prototype.
That's right. Yeah. So, yeah,
Okay,
good
we're all
stuff.
caught up for now.
Nice. Well, we got about 15 minutes, so feel free to ask more questions. Even though we're talking about events, we're talking about them because we'd like you guys to join us. It's a great place. Actually, the last time we were at S'more, speaking of that, there were people that joined us that never even drove their Jeep. They actually rode with us the entire time just to kind of get the experience.
And they had a pretty good time.
They did. They did for sure. So, don't be afraid to come out and see what it's really like, even if it's just for the day.
Yeah. And, if you're planning on running the mile trails and you're like, hey, I want to see what this all is about, if if you wanted to just ride passenger for a day in one of the wild trails, extreme trails, there's all kinds of open seats.
Yeah, yeah. And honestly, I never had that opportunity. The harder stuff always looked appealing to me. But what we want to do is we want to show somebody like, hey, come check this out before you spend all the money, because maybe it isn't something you want to do. Maybe you'd rather just stick to fire roads or mild stuff. Nothing wrong with that. There's plenty of people out there doing that, and not everybody wants to build a 700 horsepower rock crawler. So
All right, we have a question.
Sure.
Off topic, for us not so cool kids who don't have coilovers yet, is there a difference? Oh, just hit the wrong button. Is there a difference with normal style shocks and inverted? I know it makes a difference on bikes, but what about a Jeep?
A normal style shock inverted. If it's nitrogen charged, it should not matter. But that said, most shocks have two different ends. Mm-hmm. So it's not like the old days where they had two round ends that you just put a nut on and you're good to go.
And I don't like it because once you get muck, if it's just sitting on that plate, it's just going to wear that seal and get more and more. Or at least if it's the regular way, you're going to give that an opportunity to fall off and keep the seals alive a little longer.
Yeah, when the body's down low, even as you're going through, regular water crossings and stuff, a lot of the time it's not even touching the shaft.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
that's good. Yeah.
Did miss that one. Sorry.
All
right. Somebody says looking forward to the Black Hills Trail takeover.
Yes.
Jerry DeRimple asked if you don't run a high pinion and actually wheel, it's not a question. Just buy a spare drive shaft now and take it with you. You will need it sooner than later.
Need it. Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's like that video.
So, okay, this goes back to what Jeff and I were talking about at the beginning of the show, our experience. The very first axle that I built was out of a van. It was the 1-ton van 60. So that's not even a low pinion. That's a mid pinion.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it was a full float. Like I had a truss, had everything. I couldn't get through one Hammer's Trail without wasting a drive shaft. So yeah, after that I was like, okay, this isn't even low pinion. I'm done with this. Like, I want high pinion.
Yeah.
So
Carabiner asked, would you recommend 513 gears on a JLU Rubicon with gas 4-cylinder turbo on 37-inch tires with your tire carrier and spare with heavy sliders, bumper winch, and camping gear?
Well, if you get the 513s, so people oscillate between 488s and 513s, right? If you get the 513s, what it will guarantee you is that you're getting to 8th gear on the highway. With 488s, you're going to be bopping between 7th and 8th. It's going to, that kind of thing drives me crazy. And I end up putting it in manual mode and just sticking it in 7th. So the 513s would be the better gear choice, yes. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
I do. Although with 37s on a 44, 488s are stronger, right?
They are, yeah. The pinion has no teeth. So...
But I would take it not shifting back and forth over that.
Yeah, actually, in Jennings, I don't know if you know this, but I checked your gear ratio in your 44s, and you have 513s.
I know.
Yeah. So
why
didn't you speak up?
What?
Why didn't you speak up then?
Well, I didn't have that on my JL, which was the 4-cylinder turbo.
Yeah, but so what happens is
but
that's
I have
still
that on my JK,
the same final drive.
And I really like the gearing ratio. Like in Moab,
and you even
go
pull
down
a trailer.
These crazy steep things and you just crawl without even touching the brakes. Yeah. Are we doing the Black Hills takeover?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Troy's leading that.
Oh, cool.
And awesome. That's further down on the screen, but this was just a screenshot.
August?
There's a lot of events still, so go look at our website. This is right off the company. So when you're at home, select company and then runs at events and you'll see everything.
Esther Parrott Newcomb asked, coming from the East Coast, where wheeling Windrock, Roush Creek, is there a learning curve to wheel at Sand Hollow with red rock and sand?
I would say a little bit. You'll be able to crawl a lot more because you'll have traction. So like I try to crawl everything before I kind of carry momentum with it. Where in the Midwest, the East Coast, Windrock's more. I pretty much
Slippery, right?
know it's slicker than snot,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm gonna have to roll into it. So,
Yeah.
but in this, you'll just start grabbing. So feel it out, and then if you need a little bump, that's why a Moab bump is different than a regular bump. Moab bump is just barely rolling into it and going, where, as Jamie would call an Ultra 4 bump, is a little different.
The other nice thing that I noticed going back east is every vehicle that goes through, back east, like the trail is getting a little deeper, it's changing, where on the Red Rock, it's going to be the same.
Stays the same for
So
everyone. Yeah.
if you look at somebody and go, oh, I just need to move over a little to the left, that line will be there.
Yeah, in the Midwest, if there's any kind of moisture on the ground, the first two guys have a very big advantage.
Yes.
They can snot it up for the rest of it.
Will Nolte asked, does the new version of the cage work with PRP seat brackets in a JKU or only the GenRight rear seat bracket?
No. Yeah, you could still use the PRP brackets for sure. Yeah. You can even leave the stock seats. They work beautiful with the stock seats. So Jennings has the stock seats in the back and PRPs in the front, and works perfect.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know what Tommy's running.
Tommy.
He had stock seats, right? In the front?
Which Tommy? Tommy Sargent?
Sargent, yeah.
I don't think
There's
so.
only the one.
I think he's PRP.
Oh,
I
no.
don't know.
There's two.
I don't know if he's on or not.
Yeah, he was.
He was.
Earlier. We're all caught up right now.
We are?
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Let me
else
look
you
at
got,
the list
TP?
here. Yeah. Okay, so what's not on the list right here, obviously Black Hills, Jeepers Jamboree. So if you would like to join us on the Rubicon for Jeepers Jamboree, that's in July, there are only 10 spots left. So if you have any hope of signing up for that, you need to do it now. We're running the 4-day trip. I would encourage you to do that very soon. And then following that is in October, Trail Hero. So we'll be back out at Sand Hollow for Trail Hero. That's a very popular event. It's really grown in popularity over the last 5 years.
Yeah, and it's very different than coming to Wheel with us before Easter. Last year we had pretty much the whole park to ourselves during Easter, where Trail Hero is. You get to see a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
You get to run into a lot of cool builds and people, but it's a little slower on the trails.
Yeah. And there's more to do. I mean, there's rock crawling competitions. There's all kinds of stuff.
There's almost too much.
Too
to do.
much.
Like
Yeah.
you have to try to be bored there.
Yeah. So I know we felt bad because we couldn't get to a lot of it. We were just
It's impossible.
like it either overlapped or we were exhausted and ready for a break. So yeah. And then of course we have our own stuff going on. So there's always fun back at our
Read
camp.
that question from Laura, Jeff. The
Yeah.
last one.
About the soupy snotty.
Yeah, I am, Laura. That little punk.
Says, Jeff, are you still salty about Ethan making the obstacle you didn't at S'more because he cut in front of you
Yeah.
since he got it wet?
He got it slippier than snot.
That's
no
right.
chance.
Jeff could have made it if he hadn't cut.
I've made it a few times, but
Yeah.
we'll never know because I think he's always going to cut in front of me on everything.
Showed up
Now.
by the stage driver.
I saw he's doing really good on BMX.
Yeah,
That was
it's always
cool.
fun wheeling with him, though,
was
so
really
I can't be mad at him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing it up, Laura.
He probably had his chin in his hand looking all bored while he did it, too.
Fun stuff.
Yep.
Okay, we got 5 minutes left, so fire in those last few questions, and we'd be happy to talk about that. Jennings, while we're waiting for more questions, why don't you spin around?
Yeah, I was going to say, let's show him T-Moto.
I was going to show everybody I put those brand new
This is my favorite Jeep.
CR7 Vision X lights on this one.
Oh, they look great.
Yeah, the same ones I put on Aftershock.
Nice.
And this is my turn signal, so I want to make sure that when I'm turning left or right, that people know that's the way I'm going. And I got the brand new shocker bar. This is not it. This is my old one, so I still got to put that on tomorrow. But I'm getting this ready for our Sand Hollow event. So doing my normal check fluids, check bolts, and make sure she's ready to go. And I don't know if I mentioned, but my 42-inch stickies did show up.
Why aren't they on?
No, they're in the other room.
Are they coming to Sand Hollow?
Maybe.
You won't do it.
Yeah, so always fun in Terremoto. So ever since I put in that brand new rugged intercom, oh yeah. Ever since I put in the brand new rugged intercom, that's been awesome. If you missed it, these are the same CR7 Pro lights that I put on Aftershock, and then I've got a brand new shocker bar that still needs to get put on.
What headlights are those?
These are the Vision X Vortex.
We have someone famous on the show.
Oh yeah, Winston. Yeah.
Oh, his breath is
He's
so
got some
gross.
bad
Don't
breath.
let him do that.
Yeah.
Just pissed off.
Your girlfriend will dump you if you let him.
He's
kiss
got
you.
a bed over here on the side that's the same color as him, and half the time I can't tell he's in there.
Turned into a pretty good shop dog.
Yeah. Yeah. He is.
Tony, Jerry asked, what trails are you doing Saturday during Desert Fest?
I don't know. You know, there's a bunch of our normal GenRight customers are going to be there. Patrick, Mark, Davenport, George, or just a few that I know of. But I'm happy to go rip whatever you guys want, and we can do several a day. I'm like, when we leave in the morning, just bring lunch, and we won't even come back till dinner. So I'm good with that.
Winston,
Full burritos?
Manifold burritos.
Did I ask what headlights are those?
These are the Vision X Vortex. They're on our website. We've got them for TJ, LJ, JK, and JL. So if you didn't get the JL with the LED headlights. By the way, these have an all-on feature. So this upper part is the low beam, and then this is the high beam. You can actually, it's not DOT, but if you get this little plug, it connects them all. So when you go to high, man, you've got enough. Both headlights equal a 52-inch light bar, so it's a ton of light.
Almost, there's no reason for really a light bar when
No,
you do that.
no, for sure. So, and the only reason we run this lower light bar is to get under the dust out in the
is
desert.
it true that you sold this Jeep to Ari?
That was
Says,
April Fool's.
Cool, you put lights on my new Jeep. Awesome.
I thought that was really funny.
That was super clever,
did.
Ari.
I thought that was really
made
funny.
me laugh. What welder do you run when going out on the trails, and two in the shop?
Yeah, so on the trail is the Carnage welder, which is, that's, what do they call that coating on the wire?
Just
Flux
a joke,
core.
Ted.
Sorry,
Relax.
And
brain
it works
fart.
very well when it's fully charged.
Yes, when it's fully charged, I think you can get 30 solid minutes of welding, I think is what they say. And it has the ability to be hooked up to an external battery if you have the cord.
Yeah.
So, and I just put in both vehicles a bigger inverter so that I can charge that while we're driving.
Oh, I like that.
So, yeah.
Winston Ginger says she loves you.
And then in the shop, we have a combination of Lincoln. Most of the welders here are Lincoln, but on the high-end TIG, we are Miller.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Oh, Wayne Kinchy says I'm finishing up my V1 cage. Any chance of getting a set of side plates for it before I paint it?
Reach out to Jeff. Make sure he has your name, and let me see if we can get some of those. If we made some spares when the cages were run, because a lot of the time, once they set up, they run extras.
Yeah.
Maybe I can get those. Okay.
So, firm maybe.
Hard maybe again. Yeah.
What's that?
Hard maybe again.
Well, I want to offer that as a part. It's just a matter of whether I can get them fast enough for this guy.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I do want to offer those on the website for sure.
All caught up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think
All
it's
right.
time.
And it's 6 o'clock. We did good. Thanks everybody for joining us. Next Wednesday, we will be coming to you from Sand Hollow.
Or the side of the road if we're not there yet.
But yeah, we're going to be on the road, and look forward to seeing everybody again.
The next two, hopefully, from Sand Hollow.
That's right, the next two. So you're not going to want to miss that. You're going to want to see all the fun that you are missing. So unless you're there, then you can be on the show with us.
There you go.
All right. Okay. Thanks again. See everybody there.